Title: I took care of my drunk girlfriend. Then found her secret hookup log. They say you should never go through someone's phone. That night, I really wish I hadn't. My girlfriend, let's call her Ava, and I had been dating for about 7 months. I'm 27, she's 25. We met at a mutual friend's housewarming party. She had this energy about her, funny, curious, grounded. We talked for 3 hours straight. What stood out the most? She told me she wasn't like the hookup culture types. Said she'd rather be alone than treated like an option. That hit home. Because I've never been into casual flings either. I've only been with 2 women before Ava, both in long-term relationships. So when she said that, I felt safe. Like maybe we saw the world the same way. For the first 3 months, we didn't even sleep together. Not because we weren't attracted to each other, but because she said she wanted it to mean something. I respected that. Then came the party night. Her best friends threw a reunion bash, lots of wine, old inside jokes, and chaos. I offered to be the designated driver. By midnight, Ava could barely stand. She was giggling nonstop, slurring her words. I carried her to my car, tucked her in, made sure she had water. At home, I helped her change, tucked her in, kissed her forehead. Then she started mumbling. You know what's crazy? She whispered, eyes half shut. I used to keep track of every guy I hooked up with. Like a scoreboard. Had it all in my notes app. Names. Dates. What we did. I thought she was joking. I had all kinds of adventurous things. Did it in a dressing room. A park. Backdoor stuff. You name it. It was like I was checking categories off. My heart slowed. My stomach turned. I chalked it up to drunken nonsense. But part of me couldn't shake the tension in my chest. After she fell asleep, curiosity, no, something darker, took over. I opened her phone. There it was. A note simply titled Unlocked. 34 entries. Names. Years. Places. Details. Some with emojis. Some with rankings. Some with notes like best backdoor ever or didn't finish but still fun. One entry said, an unexpected night with 2 friends. Didn't plan it. Would do again. Reading it felt like scrolling through every wild category imaginable. I dropped the phone. Ran to the bathroom. And vomited. It wasn't the beer. I'd only had 2. It was the mental images. The fact that she had made me wait 3 months. That she spoke like she held intimacy to a higher standard. And now I couldn't unsee it. That night, I slept on the couch. Slept badly. In the morning, Ava stumbled out of the bedroom holding her head. God, what did I drink? She groaned. Did I say anything stupid last night? I didn't answer. She sat beside me, tried to cuddle. I pulled away. What's wrong? You don't remember? You told me about your list. Her face strained. What list? She whispered. Your notes app. You said you tracked everything. Panic. Wait, you went through my phone? That's not okay. You made it a game. 34 guys by 23? Threesomes, foursomes? And I had to earn your trust over 3 months? Tears welled up in her eyes. It meant nothing. It was before you. I thought you wouldn't judge me. I'm not judging. I can't make sense of who you said you were. Did you cheat on me? I've never cheated. I never would. You say that, but we barely do basic stuff. You clearly love all that crazy stuff. And I can't compete with 34 guys and a laundry list of wild adventures. She sobbed. Begged me not to go. I left anyway. Told her I needed time. She texted. Called. Eventually, even reached out to my mom. They got along great. That guilt tripped me into agreeing to meet. Over coffee, she said she loved me. That the list was a phase. That she wanted me to feel safe. That we could explore more. So I tried. We got adventurous. Toys, roleplay, public stuff. I gave it everything. But it always felt off. Like I was performing a role. And I could feel when she faked it. When she smiled too much. Cheered me on too hard. Like I was a student trying to catch up in a class she'd already graduated from. One night, I asked her straight up, are you happy with me? Like, really? She said yes. But her eyes didn't match her words. Weeks passed. I withdrew. She tried harder. I felt smaller. Until one day I just said it, I can't do this. I can't be the guy who always wonders if he's enough. I'm not built for this. She cried. Said I was giving up too easily. That love isn't about sexual performance. But for me, it wasn't about that. It was about feeling like her past was always playing behind my eyelids. I walked out. She tried calling. Again. Then she called my mom. My mom yelled at me. Said I was throwing away a good Christian girl. That Ava had told her she was willing to wait. To build something real. But mom didn't read that list. She didn't picture two brothers and a park bench. I wasn't angry anymore. Just tired. So I ghosted. Fully. And here's the part I didn't expect, part of me misses her. The movie nights. The inside jokes. The way she'd squeeze my hand 3 times to say I love you. But a louder part of me knows this. Sometimes, knowing the full story breaks the illusion. And once it's broken, no amount of love can put it back together. If this story hit you like it hit me, take a second to like, subscribe, and follow for more real confessions, raw emotions, and truth bombs. Because the truth? It's not always pretty. But it matters. Conclusion. Ava wasn't a bad person. I don't think she set out to deceive me. But the version of herself she showed me wasn't the full picture. And when that picture shattered, I couldn't unsee the cracks. Maybe someone else could have handled it better. Maybe someone else wouldn't have cared. But I did. And that's why I walked away.